Hi, Thrivers. Let's talk about something that can save you time, money, and emotional energy, and honestly, a lot of heartache when going through a divorce. There's this really common belief out there that if you're getting divorced, you have to go to court, that every disagreement ends up in front of a judge, that your future, your finances, your home, your children has to be decided by strangers in a courtroom. And the truth is, you have options. And not only do you have options, you have better ones. I'm Tammy. I'm a divorce mortgage specialist, and my work sits right at the intersection of real estate, finance, and divorce. I've seen firsthand how powerful it is when couples step outside the traditional litigation model and start asking, actually going to work for our family long term. Let me walk you through how that can look. First of all, you don't have to agree on everything to stay outside of the courtroom. Sometimes people think, well, we're not on the same page, so we'll just let the attorneys fight it out. So let me tell you something. Most people going through a divorce are not on the same page. But that's like saying you and your partner disagree on dinner plans. So you're hiring lawyers to decide what you're going to eat. In reality, there are professionals who can help solve just that part that you're stuck on. Maybe you and your spouse agree on how to co-parent, but you're not sure what to do with the house, or you're aligned financially but struggling with the parenting plan. You can bring in a neutral expert like a divorce mediator, a child specialist, a financial analyst, or someone like me who understands real estate and mortgage planning. These professionals can help you work through the challenge instead of against each other. Next, know the laws in your state. You don't have to be a lawyer to get educated. Every state has guidelines about how marital property is divided and how parenting plans are created. And understanding those laws can be incredibly empowering. Because here's what a lot of people don't realize. Divorce isn't just the unraveling of the relationship. It's a legal process that involves your state. And when you understand what's considered marital versus separate property and how support is calculated, or what the court typically prioritizes in a custody arrangement, you can make smarter decisions together without fighting blindly or letting fear lead the way. So let's talk about bringing in support, even if you already have an attorney. Attorneys are trained in the law, and many are excellent at protecting your rights. And most of them aren't trained in mortgage underwriting or emotional mediation or tax implications or child psychology. That's not their job. And when you bring in a team of experts like people that specialize in their lane, you're setting yourself up for better, more informed decisions that will actually hold up over time. And you're not replacing your attorney. You're enhancing your support system. So let me give you an example. I recently worked with a couple who were stuck on the house. One spouse wanted to keep it. The other was open to that, but only if it wouldn't derail their retirement. They were ready to fight. But instead of going to court, they brought me in. I helped them analyze their options. We looked at how to structure an equity buyout that allowed the in-spouse to stay in the home and refinance into their own name with a sustainable payment. We showed the out-spouse how they could access the equity they needed to buy their own home and plan for their future. Suddenly, it wasn't a fight anymore. It was a plan. The bottom line is this: divorce is hard enough. Don't let the process make it harder. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, but there are flexible, respectful, family-centered ways to move forward. And when you bring in the right help, professionals who know the terrain and can guide you, you're going to feel more confident, more in control, and more capable of making decisions that work not just for today, but for your future. You really deserve that. So if this video resonates with you, here's what you can do next. You can download my guide regarding the marital home. The link will be in the notes. You can subscribe for more practical insights every week. I'm going to share different topics. Share this with someone you know who's in the early stages of divorce and needs to hear there's a better way. And remember, just because your marriage is ending doesn't mean the courtroom has to be your next destination. You're not alone, and there's support waiting for you. I'll see you in the next video.